What's up, everyone? We are live here at Hong Kong FinTech Week 2022. I'm Jason from HashKey Group, and joining with me at our HashKey booth is Jakob Kronbichler, co-founder of Clearpool. Jakob, how's it going?
It's going really well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, wonderful to have you here. So how's your experience at FinTech Week so far?
I literally just arrived, right? It's the first day, and I've been out of Hong Kong for a long time.
Okay.
So I was traveling for, I think, 6 months out of the last 7 months, and I just got back on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it's great to see that Hong Kong is back, right? Like, no quarantine anymore, and finally there is an event. It's a FinTech event. There's a lot of people in the blockchain space.
Yep.
It's something that we've been missing, and it's good to see Hong Kong slowly coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And is this your first time at FinTech Week?
It's actually my first time at Hong Kong FinTech.
Hong Kong. I see. Now let's talk about Clearpool. I mean, you guys have been doing an amazing work since the launch of your, I guess since the very beginning, right? And you guys launched your token, was it in 2021, late 2021, right?
Yeah, it was nearly exactly 1 year ago.
Oh, okay. And tell us your latest happenings. What's on the horizon for Clearpool in the future?
I think there's a lot of exciting things going on at Clearpool. Something that we're very excited about is that even though the current market environment is very difficult, nearly all DeFi protocols have been declining in total value locked. We've seen a little bit of a opposite picture at Clearpool, and we were actually able to double the total liquidity provided into our protocol in the last 3 months. So we're growing. So Clearpool is a lending protocol, DeFi lending protocol for unsecured liquidity for institutions. After everything that happened in the CeFi space with obviously Celsius and Voyager and a couple of the other big CeFi lenders in trouble, there's been definitely like a shift towards DeFi. There's been a shift towards more an outcry towards more transparency. And I think, we've been benefiting from that, and our platform has actually been growing. So we're very excited about that. What's coming up for us is, so far, we've mainly been focusing on crypto native guys. But we've been building a new product that we're launching probably beginning of next year, which is a product for institutions, or let's say larger institutions coming from the traditional space. And we're very excited about that. We see that there is a big opportunity as well to bring those large institutions into the DeFi space.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Clearpool is actually a portfolio company of HashKey Capital, which is HashKey's asset management arm. Now, Jakob, I feel like this is the question where you are the most knowledgeable about, is in terms of is institutional demand, right? Because you guys work a lot with institutional clients. Like, what is prompting institutions to finally take a leap of faith to join this nascent market? What's been the factors?
Yeah, I think there is, it's been slowly growing over the last year. Some institutions have started looking at DeFi. Obviously, I think, there has been events in the last couple of months this year that haven't been very encouraging for some of the more traditional institutions. But regardless of that, we actually still see that, all of the big financial institutions are coming into the space. All of them are ramping up their, Web3 crypto engagements. I think, it's not a matter anymore whether institutions are coming in the space, but it's just a matter, how fast that happens and who is going to be the platforms that are capturing that market. I think, in general, as I mentioned before, what's interesting in DeFi right now is, that there is, there's obvious advantages versus, the regular financial systems. We've seen that, what happened recently with some of the lending players blowing up. One of the issues was that it was centralized. There's a lack of transparency. I think DeFi is going to play a major role in improving that transparency, making everything more efficient. And that should then become the backbone of a new financial system. Yeah.
Now, my final two questions. The first one is, so Clearpool, you guys are headquartered in Hong Kong. Is that correct?
We're quite decentralized, and we have our teams a little bit all over the place, but quite a few members of our core team are in Hong Kong. Yeah. Okay.
what do you think is the appeal of Hong Kong in terms of setting up crypto operations here?
Yeah, I think Hong Kong is still a crypto hub. A lot of our institutional clients, a lot of the trading firms that we work with are based in Hong Kong. Some of them left for Singapore, but some of them are still in Hong Kong. And then, also in terms of investors, we have a quite strong Hong Kong-based investor base. And also, we are a DeFi platform, right? So obviously we have borrowers, but we also need lenders. We need people and companies, institutions to provide capital. And obviously Hong Kong is a great place for that. We see also Hong Kong is very advanced in, I would say, more traditional family offices that are very crypto savvy and interested in crypto opportunities, that are already investing or deploying funds in crypto. And then in general, Hong Kong is a financial hub. So obviously there's a lot of good people in the space that are based here in Hong Kong, and the ecosystem is still thriving and still very interesting. Obviously, Hong Kong lost a little bit of ground compared to Singapore.
It sure has, yeah.
It definitely has. I was just at Token 2049. It seemed that everyone is in Singapore. I personally hope that now with Hong Kong opening up with some favorable crypto regulation in place, I hope that Hong Kong is going to come back as the crypto hub, have a little bit of a rebirth, I would say, right? And I think to your questions previously as well, in terms of regulation, I think that's another thing that is going to be critical. As soon as there's more clarity around regulation, there's going to be more institutional adoption. So I think there's definitely some of those things happening also in the US right now. So we'll be looking at that, and we believe regulation is coming, and we believe regulation is okay, and that's what's gonna bring the real institutional adoption as well.
Now, my final question is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the most memorable moment for you in crypto over the past 5 years? The first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously biased, but the day that we launched our token,
Fair enough.
it was about 1 year ago on the 28th of October, 2021, was a very special day. One of the most, one of the best days in my life. Because obviously we were all very nervous, and it was great to see that a lot of hard work was put into that, and then being part of of an IDO like that, of an initial listing, when you actually started everything from ground up, was very special. So that's my most memorable day on the positive side. On the negative side, it must have been the Luna USD collapse.
Yep, we all remember that moment.
That one was quite surreal, I think. And we all that one is the other one that I remember, but I wasn't as excited that day as on the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise. Well, Jacob, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, I guess have fun at FinTech Week, and we'll catch you up soon.